Where are the bulls? Where did the bulls go, ladies and gentlemen? Right now, Bitcoin is still sitting below this tentative local resistance, still tentatively on the verge of a plunge deep down into the crypto abyss. And what I want to do here today, my friends, is examine this trend from the most realistic perspective as possible to give myself the best perceived edge to crush this market and get this crypto. So let's dive in and analyze. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. Let's begin right here on the daily time frame for Bitcoin. But of course, my friends, before we do begin, if you could smash that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm, it really helps the channel. Thank you for that. And if you are brand new, well, welcome to the most realistic Bitcoin technical analysis channel you're ever going to find. Hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, select all, and let's get this crypto. Welcome to the channel. Now, here on the daily time frame, I want to observe what's going on. Notice this trend line here, dating all the way back into October of 2020. It first acted as resistance, has then flipped into support, and has acted as support all the way into the current day. Right now, for me, this is the most important trend line, as if Bitcoin is to lose the support of that line, things could get very, very ugly indeed. If we zoom in here now on the 4-hour time frame to a more local micro perspective, we could see that Bitcoin lost the floor of support up here in the mid 18,000s. This wound up being a failed bull flag, losing the support of the triangular pennant formation. Right now we saw a dump down to that key trend line that I just outlined, a bounce back up in a short-term V-shaped recovery right to the line of old support, which has now acted as a tentative local new resistance. Let's get this crypto. Right now, we are actually forming a pennant of its own, right? Very interesting. Not exactly what I want to see here, consolidating underneath local resistance, as this could wind up being a bear flag. Doesn't have to be. Little James, oh, Kirby, you're saying a bear flag. I'm just showing you that we are consolidating underneath a local resistance, could possibly be bearish. Let's get this crypto. All eyes, though, here are on this trend line and on the indicators that I am about to show you. Okay, we'll discuss this formation more in depth after I show you some of these indicators. Now, what I want to begin with here is one that I have been showing for quite some time now, briefly before we get into the new indicators that I'm going to show you here. The DPO. My friends, basically this DPO indicator has called some of the most historic price action tops and bottoms for the Bitcoin price. Now, just for a quick example, I like to show these over here. The detrended price oscillator indicator is looking for similarities in market cycle highs. Notice these three major swing highs, okay? They were all in the relative same area here on the DPO. So that's what this is basically looking for. It takes price out of it and is looking more so at trend structure. Back here at our blow-off top market cycle high at 14,000, the DPO was right up in this range here. Fast forward into the current day, and Bitcoin has met that level of resistance once more. We have also seen a heinous plunge out of that resistance range, very similar to what we saw back there in 2019. Will we test all the way back down into this relative level of confluence of support, which Bitcoin has time and time again dropped down into, my friends, after seeing rejection at these upper levels? Let's get this crypto. If that is in fact to occur, what I'm hopeful for is that if we do get this heinous correction, possibly down into this green box, which we'll discuss with targets as well. If we do see the drop down that far, I'm hoping for at this point that the DPO would fall down into this green box and that possibly could be the low, right? Signaling a market cycle floor, okay, for a bubble, a pop, and now hopefully a bottom for what could be then the next leg up, run up to continue a bull market. Let's get this crypto. Very important indicator to look at right there. I love looking at the DPO for the market cycle structure of the trend. Let's get this crypto. Now let's look at the DMI here. This is the directional movement index. All right. Now the red line here is the ADX, all right? And the ADX is essentially looking for the momentum, the power behind the move. All right. That's the red line. Notice on our run up here, right? The ADX went to the moon. Upon our essentially rejection up here at 20,000, notice what happened to the ADX. All right. We even had a little bit of a bearish divergence there, right? Ascending higher highs on the price action with a flat line across the top here on the ADX. My friends, I pointed this out. I featured this DMI indicator with the ADX here on this stream when we were possibly seeing that top out at 20,000. I said, listen, my friends, this is not what we want to see in terms of momentum here from the ADX. Right now, we have seen a significant downturn. This is symbolic of a potential shift in the momentum of a trend, okay? Then notice here the blue line, which is the positive directional movement, okay? And the orange line, negative directional movement. Possibly, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in a long time, the negative DMI is possibly about to cross above the positive one. This, my friends, would be monumental in my opinion, as right now we do have the proverbial warning sign on the wall right now with the ADX plunging into the abyss. We right now are possibly getting ready to see the negative directional movement cross above the positive directional movement. And the last time we saw this, ladies and gentlemen, was right back here, which resulted in a near 20% drop to the downside. Let's see another major time that we had this right over here back in February of 2020, right before our massive plunge into the abyss. Even more so than this ADX, the ADX lags more so, in my opinion, than these directional movements. It's the crosses that I'm looking for, right? Look at the cross here, the blue above the orange, right? Right here, friends. You can't make this up, right? That cross on the daily time frame, it resulted in that huge move to the upside. Right now, it is worrying me a little bit from a bullish perspective because we are seeing this potentially getting ready to cross and the momentum of the ADX signaling that, hey, this drastic upwards movement and momentum may have subsided at this point. Okay, let's get this crypto. Now let's move forward. But of course, by now, my friends, you've probably realized this is the most realistic Bitcoin technical analysis channel you're ever going to find. So hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, select all, let's get this crypto, and leave a thumbs up if you could, my friends. It really helps the channel. So thank you for that thumbs up. Welcome to the channel. Welcome. Now, moving forward from here, and I just want to make this very clear, my friends. I mean, most of you are subscribed, so welcome back. But you guys should know that I did open a short position for myself at 8,836. I posted this for my VIPs before we saw this heinous market sell-off. My friends, I post all of my trade setup ideas, entry ideas, exit ideas, everything like what you're seeing on your screen right now for you exclusively in VIP, right? I look to potentially crush this market like a 2-ton man on a tuna fish can, while average Joe and James at the water cooler continue to FOMO in, panic sell, get wrecked. The Don is remaining cool, calm, and collected, preparing to strike like a cobra out of the grass and get this crypto. And if you want to see exactly how I'll be setting up all of my future trade setup ideas, strategy ideas, entry ideas, exit ideas, potential take profit ideas, my friends, I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. So yes, the Don of Dons is still short, my friends. Right now, my stop loss is still at break even. We do have the potential resistance here, right? The cushion for the Don, right? With my position, my stop loss is above this red box, right? Just so you understand here, it's above the red box because if we move through the red box, the bullish case certainly begins to build momentum, in my opinion, right? If we remain below the box, the bearish potential is still there, in my opinion. And if we do move up, well, it's a break-even trade for me, right? It is what it is. Let's get this crypto. Now, let's move to a longer-term perspective here, the weekly time frame, my friends, okay? And what I want to do here on the weekly is pull up the good old Bollinger Bands. Now, notice what happened here with the Bollingers back in the great, massive bull run of 2016 and 2017. Basically, my friends, Every time that the Bitcoin price on the weekly time frame ran up to the top or slightly above the Bollinger Band line, when we did see a correction, right? When we saw a correction, that's the key takeaway here. We did see a pullback to the median line, which is this blue dotted line through the middle, right? Just notice here, right? It happened several times. We'll actually zoom in closer here. There we go. Okay. Notice it starting at the very beginning of the bull run, top of the band, corrected to the middle blue line, top of the band, middle blue line, top of the band, middle blue line. Let's fast forward. Top of the band, middle blue line. Over and over and over again throughout the whole thing, right? Look, then we really started to move. Top of the band, middle blue line, top of the band, middle blue line, and then basically we went to our blow off top. So right now, if history is going to act in a similar fashion, of course it does not have to, but that's how traders reacted then, so it's at least possible that they could react in a similar fashion here in the current day, right? That's what technical analysis is examining. This isn't a crystal ball prediction, little James. Trust me, when we get into these types of crazy market environments, ladies and gentlemen, with Parabola, you get a ton of people that want to click these videos and they really, like a fortune teller, want me to say, yup, that's what it's going to do on this date. It'll be there. Imagine that trading, investing was that easy, that you just looked at a candlestick chart and knew that that's exactly what was going to happen. Never works that way, ladies and gentlemen. Does not work that way. Technical analysis is looking for perceived edges in the market, where, just like I explained, you look what has happened in the past to see how traders could possibly react in a similar fashion in the future. Okay? Keep that in mind, and let's move forward here. Right now, we are at the top of the Bollinger Band, my friends. I mean, right here, we are at the top of it, briefly went through it, just as we have so many times in the past. And look where this blue line is, all the way back down here, currently at about 13,350 at the time of recording. Now, this may seem very scary for some of you, right? Oh, Gerber, listen up. Right now, in my opinion, if Bitcoin were to see a heinous debacle down towards that $13,000 range, I don't even think that it's a bad thing, okay? Now, of course, right, I say this as somebody that's speculating short right now, right? So it's easy for me to say that, right? That's what the Moon Boys, you say that because you're short. No, I'm not saying that because I'm short. I'm saying that because look at the green box, Stunad, right? Let's move this out of here now, just for sake of visualization. Look at the green box, Stunad. This is the range here of old macro confluence from the blow off top back in 2017, support, backtest, resistance. Then that's where our market cycle topped out back in 2019. Okay. So that was a double. This range was very respected in the future. Okay. Fast forward now, we have this range. Then it was our final resistance before we then broke through and saw a springboard up to 20,000. Okay. If we were to backtest this here, my friends, notice the confluence. Bollinger Bands again, dotted line right in the middle. The same Bollinger Band median line that we've tested time and time again on the weekly time frame throughout past and prior bull markets. Going to remove this now for sake of visualization. We have here the honey hole of Don Carbonaccio between the 0.5 and the 0.618. Okay, that for me, my friends, right there is my most important level of Fibonacci confluence, with the 0.618 being right there at about 13,600. My friends, let's turn the Bollinger Band on for 1 second again. Look where this thing is, my friends. You just can't make this stuff up. You just can't make this stuff up. And if you see this and appreciate the confluence thus far, my friends, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, select all, and leave a thumbs up for the video. Thank you so much. Now, moving forward from here, even more confluence, okay, is the fact that if we drop below, rather, this isn't a confluence, this is an observation. If we do drop below this support trend line, which I've outlined for you all in the very beginning, was support, which then flipped in, or excuse me, resistance, which flipped into support, acted as support again, and then support at our most recent drop off again. If we are to see a drop below this line, my friends, right, would this be that unhealthy here? That's where we drop down to possibly build the new floor of the new potential bull market? Let's get this crypto. My friends, right now, sure, Bitcoin could wind up ripping to the upside. I'm just stating that from my perspective here, really, to me, the thing to keep your eye on here, in my opinion, is this DMI on the 1-day time frame, right? If we do see a bearish cross here, right, the line, the orange line going above the blue, the negative directional movement going above the positive, right, for the first time in a long time, okay, since our last 20% correction there, okay, back in September of 2020. Okay, that's the last time we saw that cross. Actually, we did see a little fake out here. Okay, so there was a little fake out right there. Actually, it did result in a drop. Look at it. What am I saying? I didn't even see that one there. Okay, so both of the last times that occurred, we saw a pretty healthy drop. Okay, same to the upside over here, right? Look, blue above the orange. Huge rip to the upside. Okay, so in both directions, it's something to keep your eye on. This is not only a bearish indicator. This can be very bullish from the opposite direction, just as it happened right there as well, the blue above the orange. My friends, right now, keep your eyes on this, because I think the ADX here is telling us that the momentum is waning. I think that this could be, this could be the elephant in the room here, this one. And if we lose this trend line of support, at that point, my eyes get set on the honey hole of Don Carbonacio, possibly for Bitcoin to correct, to 16,000 or below, right, to this range here of old prior confluence, or to these Fibonacci levels down here in the crypto abyss. My friends, right now, you need to have a cool, calm, and collected mentality. Do not take that trip to Wreck City here. Do not get caught like a deer in the headlights. My friend, you're better than that. You know too much here, right? Right now, the market environment is savage. I know personally, I'm looking to absolutely crush this like a 2-ton man on a tuna fish can. The Megalodon is preparing to devour this market. My friends, if you want to see how I'm potentially going to strategize here, how I'm looking to potentially crush it, well, I told you earlier, but I'll tell you again. If you want to see all of my personal trade setup ideas, just like this one that I posted that I was going short at 18,836, my friends, I will be posting all of this moving forward for you. Entry ideas, exit ideas, strategy ideas, potential take profit ideas, all exclusively for you in VIP. Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. So my friends, on that note, this is where I'm going to leave it off. Keep a level head here. Bitcoin, in my opinion, is at the crossroads. We right now have seen this arc, right? Look, high, higher high, higher high, 3 higher highs, followed by the peak, the climax of the trend, lower high, lower high, lower high. And if we now lose this trend line, and if we do, in fact, see that negative momentum on the DMI rise above the blue, my friends, I'm expecting fireworks. Are you? Don't get caught like a deer in the headlights here, okay? Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I will see you in VIP right now. Let's get this crypto. My friends, one last time for the algorithm, if you could smash that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe, tick the little bell, and select all. Welcome to the channel. I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto. And until next time, my friends, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.
The material in this video has no regard to the specific investment objectives, financial situation, or particular needs of any viewer. This video is presented solely for informational and entertainment purposes and is not to be construed as a recommendation, solicitation, or an offer to buy or sell any securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, or any related financial instruments, nor should any of its content be taken as investment advice. Crypto Kirby is not a financial advisor. The views expressed in this video are completely speculative opinions and do not guarantee any specific result or profit. Trading and investing is extremely high risk and can result in the loss of all of your capital. Any opinions expressed in this video are subject to change without notice. Crypto Kirby is not under any obligation to update or keep current the information contained herein. Crypto Kirby may have an interest in the securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, and or derivatives of any entities referred to in this material. Crypto Kirby accepts no liability whatsoever for any loss or damage of any kind arising out of the use of all or any part of this material. Crypto Kirby recommends that you consult with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment or trading decisions. Thank you for watching and have a great day.